Hey guys, Star here, and today we are playing some more Last Days of Lazarus. To be honest, I'm kind of nervous about this because this puzzle was getting on my nerves, and that is why I stopped playing yesterday. Gotta love puzzles. They can drive you crazy sometimes. But we're gonna give it a try, so. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Wish me luck. Okay, it's the battery looking one. Where is it? Yep, this dreadful puzzle. I mean, maybe it's not as bad as I thought, but right now it's getting on my nerves, so we'll see. Like, how is that supposed to flip? Besides that, it like only does minus plus. I don't know. I don't know. Ugh, so annoying. Okay, I might have. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. Move that over. Move that over. Okay. Go. Why does this game hate me? Try to fix one thing and then the other thing messes up. There we go. Oh my gosh.
The air is filled with a strange, otherworldly energy. I don't know how to explain it, but I've never seen such a thing. I've always considered the supernatural the product of a vivid imagination, but here I am. Am I starting to believe?
Alright.
While Dad surrounded himself with the beautiful and the divine, Mom and Ludmila succumbed in sadness and frustration. But it is such a relief to discover this unknown side of his life. At least you found peace.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn this up a little. I can barely hear. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Hopefully it helps, but I have the fan on and sometimes that ruins the noise. Or, not ruins the noise, but yeah, kind of. Kind of makes it harder to hear the game. But it's hot out, so gotta have the fan on. So where's our key? Collected sacred orb. Okay, I guess we can go see how to advance. Can't remember which way we're wanting to go. Okay, probably not this way, because this is where the... Okay, that other way, I think. Oops, okay. Actually, the other way. Gotta find that, like, place you need to use the key on, I think. So, we were right, I think, the first time going this way. Where is it? I don't think it was over here. No, I don't think it was over here. I'm gonna go back this way and hope I just overlooked it. Oh my gosh, it's right here.
It's locked.
There we go. Here, far away from the prying eyes of the world, we study and contemplate the very essence of creation. An exalted spirit and an inquisitive mind can create, with only a few ingredients, fascinating artifacts with which it can shape creation to one's desire. Harnessing the divine, uncreated energies out of nothingness, anything can be brought to life. The fascinating capabilities of mysticism and technology combined never cease to impress the weak minds, but we ought not to be dominated by the seemingly divine things we see. We have to ponder them with wisdom and not with carelessness. We are not to use them for our own gain, but only to help the world. We are not to take pride in our little machines, for this can easily corrupt one's mind and soul. As you're looking towards these miracles, always remember, pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Humility, humility, humility. Think that one was Divine Miracles? Okay. Yep, okay. Okay, this way. Nope. Other way. Okay. Why do I keep going the wrong way? Hey, robot. Nothing to see here. Okay. Finally made it back here. To this place.
Something is missing here.
Really, still? I thought we had like some kind of orb thing. Do we not anymore? Okay, go back then. This part of the game is killing the vibe, but we'll find it again. Pretty sure I already did this earlier, so... Oh. Oh, here we go. Okay, I think we're going the right way. Yep. This one's moving a lot. Okay. Perfect.
What is going on?
destabilize the energy core. It's overcharging.
Let's get the hell out of here. This thing is going to explode. I barely managed to make it to the ruins of the old church. And like the other encounter with this strange man, it didn't end well. At least, for him. I left him there, unconscious and covered in ash as I rushed to my car. I didn't want to be a part of his crazy agenda for a third time. I left without many answers, but half happy to have at least found mentions of my father.
December 21st, around 8 p.m., Martha's
What
apartment.
am I doing here? What is it with this family that keeps drawing me towards them? Ever since I reported on Martha's death, I can't keep away. A feeling of dread keeps growing in me each day, yet I can't resist their lure. I hate this fear and helplessness. It reminds me of when I was a girl. Of him. But I don't want to think about any of that. I tried so hard to forget.
Laura?
No, Mr. Lazarus. I didn't expect you'd be back so soon. I was trying to clean this place up a bit, but this infestation is too much for me. Oh, God, this place reeks. Please, can you open the windows?
All right. She wants us to open the windows.
Strange. Right now, I would love to go to church. You know, I didn't find out much about my father, but at least I know that he was there and was a good man.
That is good, Mr. Lazarus. Listen, your sister is now at the funeral home. They're going to prepare her body. We can hold the funeral this Friday, if that's okay with you.
I'll leave it here for now. I don't like these disgusting creatures in my house. I have to improvise something. I don't care if they're offensive or not. I'll burn them down. This is all going to hell. This infestation, Ludmila's death, this war that keeps drawing closer and closer.
Where's the cat? Oh, there the kitty is. We love the cat. Wish we could pet it.
Good evening,
more.
Father. Thank you for blessing the house. I don't know if it's your prayers or the incense, but this room hasn't been infested like the others.
Prayers will be of little help, unfortunately. We are yet to witness how being abandoned by God feels like. But tell me, have you found anything about Vladimir at the Rosino Monastery?
Unfortunately, I didn't find my father, but I did find mentions of him. God, I don't even know if he's still alive. This General Zotov is a demented maniac who kills everyone if he so desires. They're collecting gold.
Yes, he is foolishly starving for more power. With gold, he will buy the weak, the easily impressionable. His evil will spread. All we can do now is not let it corrupt us too, Mr. Lazarus.
That cat really is always cleaning himself. Already looked at that. You are not getting my kitty. Do I go back this way now? Oh. Okay. Okay, maybe there's another bathroom? I tried to look down there, but there was literally only the living room and, the hallway, really. There isn't a bathroom that I've found. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Merry Christmas for Lazarus from Laura.
I'm certain we are not close enough to offer each other such gifts.
No problem. Got it. I was trying to grab the wrong faucet. I had to grab this one. Okay.
Hopefully, this is going to work and I don't blow myself up. Doesn't look like my best idea.
I hope you don't blow yourself up either. Are we supposed to do that in a few places? Like here.
Mr. Lazarus? Mr. Lazarus, come quickly!
Okay. Where'd she go? Why are you down here?
The infestation that blocked the door earlier is now gone. And I heard someone inside, Mr. Lazarus. Someone is still alive.
Again, a locked door.
Ugh, just break it!
Okay. I hate my parents. I think I did ever since I can remember. When I was a child, they would beat me. When I got a bit older, they used me in their filthy business, making me videotape them or the many whores my dad bedded. Ew, what? That's messed up. And after we moved here, they started taking drugs too. Their dubious friends would supply them. And sometimes they'd be under for days. Eventually, one of these friends gave me a shot, just to see how good it is. For a little while, my life didn't seem so bleak anymore. After that, I'd steal from my dad's stash. Sometimes he'd find out and he'd beat me senseless, not because of the drugs or because he'd want me to stay on a better path. It was just an excuse for him to beat me. Maybe it was better though, as it kept me from getting truly addicted to the stuff. Then she came into my life, innocent like an angel. She saw the needle marks on my arms one night. She was so disappointed and afraid I couldn't stop completely at once, but when she was around, I didn't feel the need to escape anymore. I was craving her body more than the drug. So as she offered it to me more and more, I nearly became clean. But now I learned that I wasn't the only one she offered herself to. So once again I find myself wanting to escape, and I still have a couple of hits stashed away.
Hello, young man.
Oh, hi.
What are you doing here?
I'm just hiding, waiting for this to end. Are you friends with my father?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, cool. I was waiting for my parents to come rescue me. These foul creatures blocked the doorway and I couldn't escape.
Your parents are dead, young man.
What? No. How could that happen? I can't believe it.
Do you have any relatives to go to?
No, it was just me, Mom and Dad. I've been here for almost a week. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to call me. We were planning to leave together.
Listen, stay here while I try to figure out what the hell happened, all right?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've received reports of countless deaths from all around the city. As you know, many TV stations have tried to deny the first rumors about a possible
I
infestation.
don't have a tape.
What's even more frightening is that this infestation seems to be spreading over the entire country, with the epicenter right here. The situation seems to have gotten out of control. The president tasked General Zotov and the army to try and stop the pandemic. As a precautionary measure, the Novaya Industries factory reopened under General Zotov's decree, who ordered the creation of a production line for specialized drones to deal with the corpses. The pathogen manifests itself as a reddish, organic matter that spreads in structures of buildings, developing best in moisture. In the most acute forms, there are reports that certain terrible organisms appear, resembling demonic creatures with sharp claws.
Okay. Back and ready to roll. Dang it. I keep wanting to check and make sure everything's good. Okay. There we go.
I'm overwhelmed by rage. It's like a black veil covering my eyes, and all I want is their blood. When I confronted my father about the tape, he just laughed at me, told me my girlfriend was a nice piece of ass, that he did what I was too soft to do myself. That's what a man does. Mom didn't even flinch. She looked proud of her wretched husband. She told me that you have to be ruthless if you want to get ahead in this life. I'll show them. I'll show them that I can be even more ruthless than them. I'm going to take the hydrochloric acid from the bathroom and throw it in their faces. As their eyes will burn and they will scream in pain, I'll crush their skulls with a wrench. And then I will spit on their lifeless bodies.
Wow.
That was a really messed up recording, young man.
It's just a recording. I like to write horror stories and record them, just for fun.
Is that so?
I swear, it's fiction.
It's fiction, huh? Is that why your parents are dead in the living room just as you described in your tape?
Mr. Lazarus, I think you should see this right now.
What the hell is this? It's a bunch of disgusting CDs.
Good.
It's Ludmilla. Why would she accept being photographed like this?
Okay, where can I unfortunately view this tape?
What the hell is this?
Hey, how do I put this in? Oh god. Okay, okay.
Is this the sort of girl you were all along? Just a whore? The kind my father usually makes his movies with?
What? What do you mean? How can you say such words?
I found the tape. I saw you with my father. Of all the men you could have slept with, why my disgusting father?
Wait, you don't understand. It's not like that.
I saw you!
I know. I'm sorry. But I only did that for the papers. I know you don't believe me, but I've told you so many times I needed those damn papers. I have to leave. And you kept dragging me on and on. What choice did I have?
What choice? You're so stupid, they would have never given you the papers! All my father wanted was to film you. and trick you so that you would have ended up in Serbia as a prostitute. How could you even think to trust him?
I'm sorry, Shifko. Please.
No, this doesn't end like this. You'll pay. All of you.
No, don't talk like that.
To hell with you, filthy whore. You just wait, I'll show you.
You have to be kidding.
Ooh, he's in
He did
trouble.
it! He killed Ludmilla!
Mr. Lazarus, hold your horses. That recording is suspicious, but it doesn't confirm anything.
Oh, it confirms he's a murderer. Have you seen how he stood there and shamelessly lied to us? He said that it was fiction, yet his parents' bodies are just there. I'm going to kill him.
Maybe, but try to understand. Perhaps there is more to the story than it seems. There are things that don't add up here. Don't be in a rush to sentence him.
I don't give a damn. Ludmilla had her whole life ahead of her. Every dream she had, every hope in life vanished. I worked so hard. I did unspeakable things. I didn't even come to my mother's funeral. All to make money and help my sister leave this hellhole, only for her to have her skull crushed by that freak. I'll kill that demented maniac.
Do not become a monster yourself, Lazarus.
You'd better not stand in my way. I'm going to have an intimate discussion with that poor excuse of a man. You sick fuck! You murdered my Ludmilla. I'll crush your skull just like you did to her. You're lucky. I could have killed you, but I'm not a murderer. Although I came really close this time.
Why isn't this working? Going back.
Ludmila, please don't hang up.
What do you want? You want to belittle me even more?
No, I'm sorry for how I acted. I was enraged by jealousy, the image of you and my father.
Look, I told you I'm sorry. I can't undo it. Maybe you were right and I was foolish and gullible, but I can't do anything about it now. In fact, I have no idea what to do at all.
I can help you. Listen, I managed to steal the papers from my parents. Don't ask me how.
Really? You mean that?
Yes, my love. We could leave tonight if you want. I want to come with you wherever you go. I don't want to spend another minute in this place.
But what about your parents? Won't they try to find us?
To hell with them. Don't worry about them anymore.
But Shivko, can you really forgive me for what I've done? Do you think we can ever find peace together?
We all make stupid mistakes. And we can all do unspeakable things under the wrong circumstances.
Wait, there's someone at the door. Meet me in 3 hours at the church and bring the papers. I'm going to light a candle at my mother's grave one last time. I'll meet you after I come back from the cemetery.
You have to be kidding. If he didn't kill Ludmila, then who the hell did? Hello?
Lazarus?
Laura? Why did you leave?
I didn't want to witness what you were about to do.
I'm sorry I scared you, but the freak is fine. I'm not a murderer after all. You were right. He didn't kill Ludmila. Someone else did. I found a recording in which the boy talked with my sister about them leaving this place together. While he did kill his parents, he really seemed to love her. They planned to meet after Ludmila would have returned from the cemetery. That was 1 week ago. But then someone knocked at the door.
The murderer.
Yes.
This is all becoming too much, Lazarus. Maybe we should just stop and leave this place ourselves after Ludmila's funeral.
I can't do that. I have to find out what happened to her.
I have a bad feeling about all of this. It's like a suffocating darkness surrounds us with every passing hour. But if you choose to stay, I'll be by your side until the end of it. I would like to talk to you in person, though, before the funeral. Could we meet somewhere? I have something to confess to you.
Listen, if you have something to tell me, you know where to find me.
Lazarus, please.
Lazarus. Lazarus.
What the hell?
Lazarus. 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 Lazarus.
Okay, that's getting on my nerves. You can stop that now.
Lazarus.
Oh my god!
No, please! Wake up! Help! Help!
I saw her. Am I going crazy?
It's not her. It is the evil spirit that dwells in this house. It can take many forms, especially now that her death was so brutal. Don't let fear and guilt overtake you, my son. Let the love for your sister shield your heart.
Oh, okay. New document, a strange love story. My sister Ludmilla had her secrets. I understand his fury and I'm sorry that I had to do what I did. I know it was wrong, but after all, I didn't have any choice. How many times did I ask him to help me? As I cried on his shoulder out of desperation. All he wanted was to hear me say I wouldn't leave him behind. And we'd always end up having sex. That was the limit of his compassion towards me. Damn this kid. I really liked him. It felt good to be with him, and for a while I believed it when I told him that I wanted us to have a life together. But after my mom died, I had little room in my heart for innocent love. I was in pain, yet all he wanted was for everything to be as before. I had no idea that terrible man would record me. I just wanted to leave this place, no matter what. At that point, it didn't matter that it was his father. All that mattered was that someone was finally giving me a way out, in exchange for a few minutes with my body. My body. Shivko had his fill of it, didn't he? What right does he have to claim it? Only I can decide, and if it meant my ticket to freedom, one Shivko would have never helped me with. Then I didn't hesitate, but in the end I was just a fool. And my heart still aches, strong as I may like to appear. I am sorry, Shivko.
With each passing day, anxiety and sadness overwhelmed me. Just a week before Mom died, I fell unconscious in the middle of the street. I woke up later, hospitalized in a psychiatric ward. The doctors were worried about my health, but Mom insisted I was fine and that God would help us. I don't know what to think anymore. I started taking her pills behind her back, and now the house is spinning around me. I want you to understand one thing, my dear brother. None of us are innocent, me least of all. The few days we spend together when you come home on holidays are not enough for you to realize what lies in our souls. You probably think I'm a saint. Oh, Lazarus, if you knew what a mess I've gotten myself into to get those papers so I could leave for Ukraine. I want to go far, far away. I want to end this horrible story. I want to have my own life.
Our journey ended before it even began.
With each passing day, anxiety and sadness overwhelmed me. Just a week before Mom died, I fell unconscious in the middle of the street. Father Abraham told me that you served your apprenticeship at the Rosenau Monastery. I want to visit the place where you became closer to God. I don't know what to think anymore. I'm alone. Mom? She's dead. Lazarus. He left me alone when I needed him most. Dad, where are you? Father Abraham told me that you may have left a while ago to Ukraine. I'll come find you. But first, I want to learn more about the monastery where you became a monk. I'll ask the monks about you. Before we meet, I want to know everything. Mom wanted to be buried near this monastery, thinking that this way she'll be closer to you. I want to end this horrible story. I want to have my own life. After Rosenau, you served as a teacher at a really old orphanage near Bran. The orphanage was founded by the Romanian Orthodox Church, but it burned in '87. I wonder what happened. Near the old orphanage, there's a very beautiful church that was also abandoned in '87. Thousands of pilgrims came from all around the country to pray, but it was closed after the fire. Why?
You didn't make it. That night, you were murdered. I'm sorry, Ludmila, but I'll continue your journey. Will there be an end to all of this?
The orphanage near the Bran village. That place holds many secrets. Near the river, you'll see some ruins of an old church. But be careful. Your experience there will be eye-opening. You may not like what you'll see there. You'll either strengthen your faith in God or lose it forever.
I left towards the Bran orphanage to continue the search for my father. My mind kept going over all I had found out about my sister, of how little I knew about her life. I always thought of her as the little kid who stayed behind when I left home. But people don't freeze in time just because you stop being by their side.
The next morning, December 22nd, the Bran Orphanage.
I wasn't expecting the sight with which I was greeted upon my arrival here. This is weird. It's December, but look at all the flowers. There's something unnatural about this place. Despite the green forest, the bitter cold is piercing my body.
Wow, this is beautiful. Wow. Like, so beautiful. Definitely want to say kudos to the developers and everyone who was involved with this game.
I've been told
scenery's
that
gorgeous.
this place was once a private school where gifted children would learn about the mysteries of the universe. under the guidance of the monastery monks. Hello? Are you alone here?
Don't be afraid. You are safe here.
We already know she disappears when we get close. The red gem. Purple gem. Divine energy source. Anything over here? Board with hook.
This place was my home for years. Now I am the one who keeps it looking the way it does. You don't want to see its real face. It's wounded, scarred, and vile. You look exactly like him. Like your father.
Really? Did you know him?
Yes, but remembering him is painful. I do not want to let that darkness spoil my beautiful memory of this place.
What does that mean? I have a bad feeling about this. I need something to make this work.
Okay.
I should look around for what's missing. A blueprint for some strange machine.
I know it is him. I know it. I am convinced. 5 of our brothers have disappeared in mysterious circumstances. The bishop shrugged cowardly and left the secular authorities to do their investigation. But I know he is the one to blame. The one with piercing blue eyes. The one whose knowledge surpasses that of the great scholars of our times. The one about whom many say is a man who lives a holy life. Brother Vladimir. An impostor, yes, a mockery, sacrilege, an apostate. I can sense his twisted work, all the knowledge he gained in such an incredibly short time. He corrupted its purpose. The brothers who disappeared, the strange lights flashing deep in the forest at night, animal carcasses disposed of around the church, with grotesque symbols burned in their skin. The devil himself dwells in the depths of his soul. I dread these disappearances will be followed by something even more sinister. I'm afraid he may turn his morbid thoughts towards the children. I knew him for a long time. I know his darkest sins, which I cannot divulge. This change that occurred in him is a punishment, not a blessing as he perceives it. What am I going to do? God watch over us. Okay. Anything else? Nope. I don't know. There might... Oh, there's an upstairs. Green. Gem. I'm leaving this place. I have failed the Holy Church in every way possible. My brothers are still missing, and the only thing I could do was to resist him. I was the only one who firmly opposed him. We sent the children off to another public school in Rosenau. They are safer now. The same cannot be told about the 2 little girls. Oh God, I really pray they manage to escape somehow, even though I fear the worst. Even so, no matter how powerful he has become, I'm not afraid of him. My faith is stronger. I've been through a lot in my life. I've seen the horrors of communism. He is just a monk whose faith was twisted by evil. One day the darkness will devour him, and God will not call him by his side. There is no place for darkness in heaven. Father Abraham. And that's called Twisted Faith.
Something is missing here.
Now all things have been filled with light, both heaven and earth. Are those beneath the earth. Rejoice. Okay.
Reminds me of the machines I've seen around the gold mine I just visited. Let's see. I have no idea what purpose it serves.
Something dark and ominous stirs within your soul.
What do you mean?
Sadness, loss, hopelessness. I sense the spirit of a young woman around you. Was she close to you?
Are you talking about my sister? She was murdered.
There we go.
For many years, chosen children studied the mystical arts here. We read dusty old manuscripts, tomes full of forgotten wisdom. One day, the monks taught us how to create this reliquary. Dark memories of this place are contained within it. I had hoped never to relive them.
If this is about my father, I have to know.
As it is your right. But be careful. You should fear these memories as much as I do.
I should look around for what's missing.
What did that do? Why did it look like it disappeared into the dirt? There we go.
This is truly fascinating.
Wow. It's a life-giving device. Wow, gorgeous.
It's locked. Something is missing here.
Okay, I see. Where's the other ones I can do? Okay, green. Purple. Oh, a key. Document. The miracles of the world are unfolding right before my eyes. That which is hidden is now revealed in great splendor. That which is forbidden is permitted to me. The uncreated energies surround me as I transcend this reality. My power grows vast. Knowledge is the key. But my brothers in the monastery elders are ignorance. They are cowards. Such power shouldn't be kept secret. Imagine a world of miracles, no death, no suffering, no boundaries, no reasons for wars, freedom, immortality. They will never understand that I've been called to fulfill a greater work. I can feel it. Now it is time for the greatest work of all, life and death. The lifeless bones of my ancestor lie before me. With the power that God Himself bestowed upon me, I shall breathe life into them.
Here lie the holy relics of your ancestor, Saint Alexander the Young. You are not the only one to disturb his sleep. Your father did that too.
Okay. I don't know, he's still sleeping to me. Served frozen hard, the monks have carefully preserved my ancestor's heart in a jar. 400 grams of anthanite blood ruby, not more, not less, a precise quantity of this liquefied precious gem. Corrupted embalmer's fluid. I mixed the formaldehyde with Anthenoris regalia to corrupt its purpose, calling a spirit from beyond.
I should look around for what's missing. It doesn't work for now. I need something to make this work. I should look around for what's missing. I really don't like what I'm finding out about my father.
Disturbed monk. The man is clearly disturbed. Apart from his disgusting sin that never lets him sleep at night, he has become obsessed with one of his ancestors who lived here at the orphanage. I've searched the archives of the Brand Monastery, and he is right indeed. A boy named Alexander died here after a long suffering caused by tuberculosis. Apparently, he was one of the most gifted children at the orphanage. There are mentions of him bringing back to life butterflies and even small animals. He was quite an outstanding child. As a sign of gratitude, he was buried inside the very church in which he served as an altar boy. Obviously, we are closely monitoring Brother Vladimir. His interest in the ancestor has lately become rather worrying. Monks say he speaks about reanimation. I'm filled with terror at the thought of what he may be able to do. Vladimir's thirst for knowledge knows no boundaries, but knowledge may one day turn against him. Father Abraham. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's not the way we can go. Neither is this. Oh, okay.
This object levitates and seems to be filled with some sort of strange energy. I'd better be careful with this. I've added the 4 ingredients. What am I missing? I need to make sense of all this. What the hell? What is this?
Laura? I'm scared.
Don't be silly. He's a saint.
But who set fire to the school?
Listen to me, you stupid girl. It won't hurt. You just have to accept him as your master. You are already a woman, aren't you?
You're crazy. I shouldn't have listened to you. I shouldn't have stayed here over the holidays.
My children, your master awaits you.
Leave me alone, Laura. Leave me alone.
Don't you want to become a saint?
You're not a saint, Laura. He corrupted your mind and took advantage of you. There is nothing holy about that. Please, let's leave this place. Run away from him. Oh God, please help me. Don't leave me. I don't want to die.
He is our God. He opened my eyes and now I can see.
No, he is possessed.
I'll kill you if you don't do what he said. I'll rip your heart out and serve it to him.
No, no.
My child, spare me the blood of the ignorant.
No one can refuse Father Vladimir. All who will not come by his side will perish.
Innocent blood has been spilled, and through it I am rebaptized. I am no longer Vladimir. I am Sultan. I am above good and evil. Only my will shall be done. I will raise armies, and I will bring my paradise to this world. I will make a heaven out of this hell.
That hideous monster. Is that what became of my father? I had hoped to find a saint, but instead, there are no words to describe what he turned into.
I'm sorry. It is a difficult truth to bear.
Did my father really become that powerful?
Don't let his forked tongue poison your mind. He is way smaller and more insignificant than he imagines. He thinks it's his will, when he only plays the devil's games.
But the armies he raised, all the death and destruction he brought, how did he manage to do it?
The powers the devil gave him would have been useless if people wouldn't have willingly chosen to follow him. They embraced his corruption, and they stepped away from God's path.
Ivana, I want this to end now.
I'm not sure what we're doing now. Well, we found the right way.
My father, a monster. Laura, his first disciple. Poor Ivana, their first victim. I'm grateful at least that you never learned all these things, Ludmilla.
I know your pain seems unbearable, but you must try to find forgiveness in your heart. There can't be any healing without it.
Difficult truth to bear. December 22nd, later in the afternoon, Martha's apartment.
There's not much left for me to do here. After Ludmila's funeral, I'm leaving this place for good. Perhaps even the country. I've been deceived in all imaginable ways. What are you doing here?
You? What the hell is going on? You nearly killed me. Who are you anyway? You said you're friends with my father. What are you doing in my girlfriend's apartment?
Listen, kid. Calm the hell down. Ludmila was my sister.
So you're her brother. Do you know what happened to her? We were supposed to leave together, but I didn't make it to our meeting. Did she leave without me?
She left us, kid. I'm sorry to be this blunt, but she's dead. She was murdered. And I thought you did it.
What? No!
Listen, take some time to collect your thoughts. We've all been through some hell lately.
Citizens of this country, hear me. These are the last hours of the wretched regime that has tormented you for years. The freedom that was promised to you was a lie. The president has just resigned, and I will take upon myself the burden to rule this country.
Lazarus, as we spent these past days together, it feels as if fate itself crossed our paths. Even though we met under such dark circumstances, I can't help but feel excited whenever I'm around you. First, I felt I owed it to Ludmila to help you out. But now I know that it's not out of loyalty that I stick around. It's you, Lazarus. I have so much I want to tell you, and I want to know you better. And for you to know my secrets, even my darkest one. And I know you'll understand and you'll forgive me. I just know it. I can't wait to talk to you. Just please call me when you get home. Laura. I don't think he will.
I did it out of love for you. It was better for you children if you never found out. Some secrets are too dark to bear.
Citizens, hear me. My children, stay in your homes, but do not fear me. Tonight, the revolution will change the face of this country. A soft revolution without bloodshed. This war is led by machines. A new dawn arises.
Okay, I think I'm in love. I have no idea. This is all new to me. But when Zivko offered me that beautiful flower today and kissed me, I was overwhelmed by a rush of emotions I've never felt before. I've read books about love and romances, about gallant men sweeping young girls off their feet, but I never experienced any of it for myself. What would Zivko think if he knew how new I am to all of this? All my mother ever taught me about life was how to be a good disciple of God. She never told me what it meant to be a woman. I had to learn myself from books I read behind her back. Mom was always suspicious of everyone. She hated that Shivko's family moved below, especially since they do not attend church and they speak quite bad Romanian. She thinks they must be doing dubious business, but I think she's just paranoid. In my mother's eyes, everyone is bad and has something against us. She asked me about the flower. I told her it was from church. Father Abraham is accustomed to giving children and young people flowers from the bouquets.
The relics of the past are a burden on your consciousness. The machines will get rid of them.
She believes
Tomorrow,
me. I have
you'll
no idea
step
what
into
flower it is, but
paradise.
it's gorgeous.
What a
It must have
great
cost
time
him a
to
fortune.
be alive,
Can you
to witness
quiet
the
now?
birth of this brave new world.
Baba. The rascal invited me to his pet place. I was so flustered after the kiss, I almost said yes. And on a Sunday, I admit I'm not too bothered by the thought. I'm not the prude mother wants me to be. But he can wait a little longer. Yes, he can. Okay, is this true love? No, probably not.
Damn it! The end is near. This world will burn.
As a nation, we have always been too compliant. We always understood what was really going on.
Lazarus?
Laura?
Thank God. Where have you been? I've been calling dozens of times.
Around? Looking?
I was worried. I came over and I left you a letter. Did you find it? I wanted to tell you. I started to feel something for you. I don't understand it myself, but I feel like we have a connection, like...
Listen, Laura. I've visited an orphanage. It's near the Brand Monastery. Maybe you know it.
Mr. Lazarus.
Yeah, it's Mr. Lazarus. Who the hell are you, Laura? You feel something for me? We've only met a couple of days ago. Are you delusional? You know nothing about me, and all I know about you is that you're a murderer, and you let yourself be corrupted by my father.
I'm sorry. Can you ever forgive me? I was stupid. I was young, and he had this power. I tried as much as I could to resist, but...
Did you know all this time that Zotov was my father?
What? No, I swear. I just wanted to help. I had no idea. I told you how I met Ludmila. And then you came along, and I felt this compulsion to stay by your side. I never knew you were Vladimir's children. I never knew he had a family. After I did that horrible thing, he abandoned me. It took me so long to get over what I did. To have a semblance of a normal life. What kind of cruel god would pull me back into Vladimir's life?
Okay, stop. I can't listen to this anymore. I have to hang up. This woman is clearly disturbed. I can't believe anything she says anymore. We have a connection? Yeah, right.
Citizens of this country, hear.
Once I leave this place, I'll never come back. I should take that decrepit cat with me. I can't leave him here alone to die.
To you was a lie. The president has just resigned, and I will take upon myself the burden to rule this country.
Let's go down here, grab this cage. Somehow there's just a cage there. That's kind of funny. Okay. Let's get this kitty and leave this place. Okay. Okay, where do we go? Okay, da-da-da. This way, that's where the cat is. Okay, hi kitty.
I'm leaving for the funeral, kid. Come with me if you want. I headed toward the Voronezh Monastery. I wanted to pray for Ludmila and for this country, even though I felt like everything was in vain. We stayed away from the main roads to avoid my father's hideous machines. This new world of his is only death and ruin. After we got out of the city, things quieted down. We arrived at the monastery, but we found it closed. The party had sequestered it, but fortunately it was spared from the flames, at least for now.
Here we are, Mr. Lazarus.
Unfortunately.
I've spoken at the funeral home and with the priest to have a beautiful service for Ludmila. I'm waiting for Father Abraham to come and open the chapel. Oh, God, these blooming flowers in December make me feel nervous.
I admit, they are strange. The Bran orphanage was overgrown with them. but I think of them as a miracle. Anyway, I'll go to the chapel and wait for Father Abraham there.
Mr. Lazarus, regarding what we talked about on the phone, you were right. You barely know me, and I'm the only one who should carry the weight of my sins. I just wanted you to know I regret the things I did.
I don't pretend to understand what you've been through, Laura, but I can understand your regret. I have the burden of my own sins. For now, I just want to ask forgiveness from my sister.
Eviction order.
I'm filled with grief and shame. If I would have just come to Mother's funeral, things would have been different now.
We dreamed of living together, of having kids one day, but now she's lying in that cursed wooden box. Forever.
This key doesn't fit. Someone tried to enter the chapel. I need to wait for the priest.
I brought you thousands of flowers for your sister. I couldn't bear to leave you alone in this darkest of hours.
Be brave, my child. You will know what to do in the end.
So, this would be her resting place. If only I'd come home a week earlier.
You can't know if things would have worked out better. Don't look for answers just in this world. In such dark times, we must remember that God is our shepherd.
What do you mean?
Despite all the evil and wrongdoing of humanity, God doesn't want his children to perish. His love is overwhelming and everlasting.
I don't understand his overwhelming love. I'm not sure God cares at all.
This is your cross to bear. But for this struggle of yours, I brought you a precious gift. You'll need it before this ends.
Okay.
This car again. gravedigger's body has been reduced to a pile of gore.
They never believed me. Back in the days when I was a priest, I tried to warn them. Our freedom is illusory, fragile, like a wafting leaf in the wind. I prayed that this day would never come if they banished me. But I am prepared. When the Antichrist comes, I'll proceed as written in the forbidden teachings of the Holy Fathers.
The Antichrist? This is disturbing.
Uh-oh.
It's the least I can do. May Saint Ivana bring peace to this poor man's soul.
This man had dedicated his life to God.
I don't know what to do with this.
He was
I'll
ready
just
to face
leave
this
here.
apocalypse, but his life was taken before he could complete his work.
I implore thee, who alone art good and merciful, look upon me, thy sinful and humble servant, and purge my soul and heart of a wicked conscience, and by the power of thy Holy Spirit, enable me, whom am clothed with the cloth of sin, to stand before this holy altar and to perform the sacred ritual of the great sacrifice.
It's locked.
Ointment for the dead.
Looks like something should be placed here. You? I thought you were dead.
Not yet. I escaped death more than once by now. However, I'm not sure I'll make it past midnight. The wretched monster will be here soon.
Do you mean Zotov?
Who else? Haven't you noticed that this is the only church around that isn't yet burning? But what the hell are you doing here?
It's my sister's funeral. It seems Father Abraham has arrived. Listen, can you help me bring her coffin inside the chapel?
Image I am of your unutterable glory, though I bear the scars of my stumblings. O sovereign Lord, have compassion on me, and cleanse me through your loving kindness, and the homeland of my heart's desire bestow on me by making me a resident of paradise.
Alright.
Ivana, Laura must be nearby. What if she sees you?
She won't. If she saw me, she would be terrified. I don't want to cause her any pain. I've already forgiven her.
Aw.
My condolences, friend. Listen, I know how you feel. Seeing your family torn apart is painful. I'm by your side. You're not alone. Even the angels are here. Or am I the only one who can see her?
Okay. Miss Laura, we inform you that your request for the preparation of the body of Ludmila Maria M. has been completed. We closely supervise the employees to make sure that the most attention, care, and respect was given to the deceased. Due to the severe disfigurement of the face, we had to use state-of-the-art methods for the facial reconstruction. We also informed you that the work was carried out in the most discreet way, in the shortest time possible. No questions were asked by the staff. We thank you for your generous donation to our institution, and we offer our sincerest condolences for your loss. Respectfully, the City Morgue Administration.
I'll leave it here for now.
Okay.
It's empty. Forgive me, Ludmila. Forgive me for not taking better care of you and Mom.
No.
The abomination is near. We must not let him interrupt the funeral. Bring an incense offering before God. It will keep him at a distance.
I thought I did have one. You kidding? Come on. Oh.
I need something to make this work.
Like what? We can't leave this place. Okay.
I hope the perfume of the incense will keep us safe.
Here.
Are you all right?
Sorry. I'm not well. I feel afraid. And it is too hot inside. I can barely breathe. I feel like I'm suffocating.
It's just some incense. It's supposed to protect us.
My throat burns.
I'll bring you some water. It's filled with holy water. Well, let's hope this will make her feel better. It's holy water after all.
What the hell did you give me to drink? You want to poison me? It burns like fire! Oh, God!
Calm down, it's just water. Listen, just stay outside until you feel better. I'm going back to my sister's funeral.
You deceitful wretch! How dare
This isn't
you
right.
leave me here?
I'd better find something to
Cold
block
and
this door.
raining. Lend me your coat, Mr. Lazarus. Open the door! Open the door. Tell that disgusting priest to stop praying. Tell him to stop at once, or my master will snap his neck. You deceitful wretch! How dare you leave me here? It's cold and raining! Lend me your coat, Mr. Lazarus. Open the door!
What do I do?
Open the door. Tell that disgusting priest to stop praying. Tell him to stop at once, or my master will snap his neck. You deceitful wretch! How dare you leave me here? It's cold and raining! Lend me your coat, Mr. Lazarus.
No.
Open the door! Open the door. Tell that disgusting priest.
Okay, she's gonna keep repeating and drive me nuts.
Tell him to stop at once, or my master will snap his neck. You deceitful wretch! How dare you leave me here? It's cold and raining! Lend me your coat, Mr. Lazarus. Open the door! Open the door. Tell that disgusting priest to stop praying. Tell him to stop at once. Master will snap his neck. You deceitful wretch! How dare you leave me here? It's cold and raining! Lend me your coat, Mr. Lazarus. Open the door! Open the door. Tell that disgusting priest to stop praying. Tell him to stop at once, or my master will snap his neck. You deceitful wretch!
Shut up.
I've tried, Mr. Lazarus. I tried to resist, but he is too close now. His words are pleasure. I'm his mistress. Only his will shall be done.
We are safe for now.
What makes you believe you can be safe from me?
Father?
I've been here all this time. Those fragile doors cannot keep me away. This is how I celebrate my daughter's death.
All saints in heaven, heed my calling. Come to my aid.
Don't you understand that the world has willingly chosen me as its master? Come and join me, the Father, the Son, and the wretched fruit of all their sins, an unholy Trinity.
What I wouldn't give for this nightmare to end. Even in death, he couldn't let her rest.
Look at him. What a deplorable sight. This is the heart of the brave new world. Mankind has easily given up freedom. Its burden was overpowering. Come, my son. Be part of this wonder.
Laura, what the hell happened to you?
You don't understand. He wants us to be together. Me and you. We are the foulest of his sins. And we will be the Adam and Eve of his new paradise.
This is sick, Laura. He destroyed your life. Open your eyes. He's the devil incarnate.
No, don't talk like that. He is our master. We will only know glory by his side. He will shield us from all harm, and I will be all yours. All your fantasies, I will make them come true, my love.
Laura, snap out of it. Fight his lies.
Lazarus, oh God, I can't resist his power. I want you. Give in to the call of my flesh. Let us taste the fruits of pleasure together, for there is nothing sweeter. My body yearns for you.
I'll kill anyone supporting General Zotov.
I'm so sorry you lost the fight against him, Laura.
Your father has abandoned his human body and has embraced a new, grotesque form.
You cannot stop the coming of the new paradise. Hand me your souls.
You must complete the ritual before it's too late.
What a demented whore.
Okay, so Mr. Lazarus, as I've mentioned to you before, I have known your father for a long time. He confessed his darkest secret to me, and I encourage him to follow God's path, to sacrifice his life in our Lord's service for a chance at redemption. I was happy when his connection to the divine strengthened. Yet my joy soon turned to worry, dismay, and finally despair. His corrupted heart, instead of healing, fouled everything near him. The harm he has done, the vessel of evil he has turned into. I could not convey these horrible things to Ludmilla, nor you. I wanted for her, then you, to learn about him yourselves, to see his path, to witness his actions and their consequences one by one, not to shock you with the fact of what he had become today. And in the process of learning about him, I had hoped you'd find your own way of coping with the sad truth. Forgive this old fool if I was wrong. May God light your path ahead. Father Abraham. Forgot a document somewhere. We'll see if we can get it, but if not, whatever. It's not a big deal. Well, it kinda is, but we'll see.
It's locked.
I guess you find a key somewhere else, but not sure where. Spear grip. Would that work? Sorry, I'm silly. There we go.
Something is missing here.
Oh. That's right, the day has come. It all started when they called me to dig a grave at the old cemetery in Colonia. Their poor gravedigger fell in a ditch, drunk, breaking his neck. They told me I was preparing the grave for a suicide victim. A crazy old woman had put a rope around her neck and ended her miserable life. Yet the priest Abraham Marcus was preparing for a traditional funeral. Naturally, this confused me. We all know the Orthodox Church is forbidden to perform funeral services to those who willingly end their life. The priest must have had doubts about how the woman died. After finishing my work, I remained there for the sad event to learn more. There weren't many people attending. Father Abraham was reading the prayers for the departed while 3 or 4 people waited further away. Lower the coffin in the grave. Sorry, I yawned. A young man gazed with compassion towards the daughter of the deceased. Much closer to her was another woman who felt out of place. There was something about her I didn't like at all. Who dresses in red at a funeral, like the whore of Babylon from the apocalypse? They were all silent. The dead woman's daughter seemed to me rather absent, like she was transfixed, her gaze somewhere on the cemetery path. I looked in the same direction, and I couldn't help but feel a strange presence, unseen yet evil in nature. It stood there. When the priest blessed the gathering, it vanished in the blink of an eye. That, to me, was the beginning. think we can go back now. I just missed that.
The dagger feels imbued with divine energy, but what should I do with it? Pierce Zotov's devilish new form?
The dagger is not meant for the wickedest of hearts, but for one that can still be brought to light from their path towards damnation.
Will you stop speaking in riddles?
So much pain. It has to end. All this suffering breaks my heart. Make it stop.
I can't stand the pain anymore. Please, please help me. Please make it stop.
This pitiful hermit's suffering fills me with joy. Join me, my son. Let us delight in his agony together.
Is this what I must do? Would ending his life be an act of kindness in God's eyes? So be it. God, I put my faith in you to guide my hand.
Stop! He's not the only one suffering. There are so many in pain. They must all be saved.
What am I supposed to do? I'm lost.
You cannot stop me. My new paradise is already here. What can my fool of a son do? Your mother tried to resist me, and I snapped her neck. I smashed my own daughter's skull when she wouldn't join me. I am death and salvation. I am despair and redemption.
A heart that can still be brought to light from its path towards damnation. An active sacrifice for the good of the many.
Nothing can stop me. God has turned his face away from humanity. There is not a single soul still worthy of his love.
For greater love has no one than this, that a man lay down his own life for his friends. Lord, hear my prayer. Forgive us for the evil in our hearts. Forgive us for straying from your path. As I return my soul to you, I pray for your mercy on those who remain. Lord, remember me when I come into your kingdom.
Okay, December 25th, Colma
I can't believe
Cemetery.
she's truly gone. We've witnessed too many horrible things these past days.
Indeed. But for now, things have settled down. It is time to leave behind those atrocities.
We humans are frail, but even so, we are capable of great evil. I'm afraid no one will believe my story of what happened in the end. We'll forget, and what we now know as truth will slowly turn into a distant, hazy memory. And then, one day, another General Zodov may rise.
Perhaps, but you mustn't only think of the darkness. Live your life and find the good and beauty in it. You owe it to those who sacrificed themselves. And don't forget, even in the darkest of times, God still works miracles.
Alright, so that was the end. I guess I didn't get all the collectibles, but that's okay. Mixed feelings about everything. I really enjoyed it at the start, and I thought the scenery was beautiful. But by the time that the end came, I was just ready for it to be over. I'm kind of ready to just move on to the next game. So I guess that's my review. It's not a very good one, but yeah. Beautiful graphics, definitely. I'm not sure how sold I was on the story. But thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time. I hope you all have a great day and take care of yourselves. Bye.